Thomas Sankara was a charismatic and controversial leader who served as the president of Burkina Faso from 1983 until his assassination in 1987. His life and career were marked by his dedication to socialist ideals, his commitment to Pan-Africanism, and his efforts to transform Burkina Faso into a self-reliant and egalitarian society.
Ceux-là qui ont des relations avec la Libye du colonel Kadhafi, mais les entretiennent de manière discrète et très bien camouflée. Ce sont ceux que l'on rencontre par émissaires interposés dans les coulisses et les couloirs de Benghazi ou de Tripoli, faisant des détours par d'autres capitales avant d'aboutir en Libye pour passer inaperçus. Mais enfin...
Thomas Sankara was born on December 21st, 1949, in Yako, Upper Volta, a French colony in West Africa. His father was a gendarme, and his mother was a housewife. Sankara was the third of 10 children and grew up in a modest household. From an early age, he showed an interest in politics and social justice. In 1966, Sankara joined the military academy in the capital city of Ouagadougou. He quickly distinguished himself as a talented and dedicated soldier, and after completing his training, he was sent to Madagascar for further military education. In 1970, he returned to Upper Volta and was assigned to the military headquarters in Ouagadougou.
Voyez-vous, l'impérialisme a tort. Mais l'impérialisme est un mauvais élève. C'est un mauvais élève. Quand il est battu, quand il est renvoyé de la classe, il revient encore. C'est un mauvais élève. Il n'a jamais appris la leçon de son échec. Il n'a jamais tiré la leçon de son échec.
In 1983, Sankara played a key role in the military coup that overthrew the corrupt and ineffectual government of Upper Volta. He was appointed as Prime Minister and Defense Minister in the new government led by Captain Blaise Compaoré, his longtime friend and comrade in arms. As Prime Minister, Sankara embarked on a program of radical social and economic reforms that aimed to transform Burkina Faso into a self-reliant and egalitarian society. He renamed the country Burkina Faso, which means Land of Upright Men, and launched a campaign to promote national pride and unity. He also implemented policies to promote gender equality and women's rights, including a campaign to vaccinate all children against polio and to promote family planning. Sankara was a passionate advocate of Pan-Africanism, and he used his position as president to promote unity and cooperation among African countries. He hosted the first ever conference of African ministers of culture in 1987, and he spoke out against Western imperialism and neo-colonialism in Africa. Sankara was also committed to the environmental conservation and sustainable development. He launched a program to plant 10 million trees to combat deforestation and desertification, and he promoted the use of bicycles as a cheap and environmental-friendly mode of transportation. Despite his many achievements, Sankara was a controversial figure who faced opposition from both within and outside Burkina Faso. He was critical of the International Monetary Fund and other Western institutions, and he resisted pressure to adopt neoliberal economic policies he saw as harmful to Burkina Faso's interests.
Encore obligé de tendre la main pour demander des aides alimentaires. Ces aides alimentaires qui nous bloquent, qui nous inspirent, qui installent dans nos esprits cette habitude, ces réflexes de mendiants. Nous devons mettre de côté ces aides par notre grande production. Il faut réussir à produire plus. Produire plus. Produire plus parce que il est normal que celui qui...
On October 15th in 1987, Sankara was assassinated in a coup led by his former friend and colleague, Captain Blaise Compaoré. His death was a shock to many people in Burkina Faso and around the world, and it sparked widespread protest and condemnation. The circumstances surrounding Sankara's death remain murky to this day, and there are many theories about who was responsible and why. Some people believe that he was killed because of his opposition to Western imperialism and his efforts to promote African unity and self-reliance. Others believe that he was targeted because of his socialist policy and his efforts to redistribute wealth and power in Burkina Faso. Whatever the reasons for his death, Sankara's legacy lives on. He remains an icon of African socialism and Pan-Africanism, and his ideas and values continue to inspire people around the world who are committed. Thomas Sankara was a remarkable leader who left a lasting impact on Burkina Faso and the African continent. He was a committed socialist and a Pan-Africanist who sought to transform Burkina Faso into a self-reliant and egalitarian society. He implemented policies to promote gender equality, environmental conservation, and sustainable development. And he spoke out against Western imperialism and neo-colonialism in Africa. However, Sankara's bold and uncompromising approach made him many enemies, both within and outside Burkina Faso. His assassination in 1987 was a tragic loss for the country and for the broader struggle for social and economic justice in Africa. Despite his short time in power, Sankara's legacy lives on. He remains an inspiration to many people who seek to build a more just and equitable world. And his ideas and values continue to influence social and political movements in Africa and beyond.